Welcome back to Trauma Dump. I'm Lou Wilson, funny man, talented actor, and I'm here with Paul, a mental health guy, doing it. So, Paul, you said you wanted to kind of,
Yeah, how are you feeling today, Lou? You seem a little different.
I'm good, trying to meet kind of. I feel like some of the stuff we were talking about last week was I went home and I was like thinking a lot about it, and I was kind of like, what if we zagged a little bit more? So
Yeah, what were you thinking about?
I think it was just I think maybe I was like hearing some of the stuff you've been saying about how we couldn't kind of do some of the stuff I wanted if I was doing all the promo and the juggling and stuff.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So
What do you think you want to do today?
I mean, I think like making great content will be awesome, and I feel like today I'd like to try and lock in, kind of focus up on some of the stuff I feel like the places and things you've been like trying to talk about, but I feel like maybe I've been a little more kind of.
I think you should give yourself some credit. It's not like you were making any mistakes. It's just a process. Probably haven't had a lot of these conversations before, right?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
I want to talk about last time, it was off of like not much of a question, and you actually jumped into that memory about the situation with your dad in the car when you were 7.
Yeah.
Why was it suddenly easier to bring up something from your personal life at that moment?
I felt like I feel like you had kind of done me a solid with like. I feel like you kind of done me a solid with the whole like questions thing. And I guess I've just felt like I felt like I wanted to share some love back, get love, show love.
What was the questions thing that I did?
With like how the questions were like. I
No.
wrote the questions.
That you wrote the questions, yeah.
Yeah.
You mean about how I responded to that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Were you afraid that I would be mad at you?
No, nah. Like that doesn't feel like your vibe. But you just were like chill about it in a really sick way. So I just felt like it would be sick and chill of me to kind of meet you there.
Yeah. It is easy to think if you're going to say something uncomfortable to somebody, anticipate that their response will be negative. I guess we only really learn to be comfortable doing that when over and over and over we get like a gentle response. It makes me think about the time, like the first time we were meeting and talking about not having kids who don't have somebody like to cry on their shoulder. Then they're not really comfortable crying on anybody's shoulder as they get older. I keep thinking about that actually, and it makes me just want to ask you, did you have somebody who would support you like that? Who put Band-Aids on you? And like kissed a wound better?
I was thinking about that like after you said it. Like it was definitely like my parents, my mom, my dad especially. But I feel like the thing I realized is like I really never got that like support from my peers, like my friends, and like I feel like I feel like there's just like part of me that was like, you won't, they won't include you if you don't, you know, bring the energy. It's like they want to be with you and hang out with you when you're like, and when you're not like that, it's not. It's harder to. Doesn't feel like you're included.
Before you got funny, was the energy that you brought getting people to like invite you, or was it actually pushing them away? 'Cause I remember you're saying that it was like the word that you would get was obnoxious.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it, like, at least, it, like, you know, I think it was obnoxious when they didn't like it, but it was, it sometimes was funny, but I don't think it was like, you know, it wasn't the same kind of intentionality that I feel like I bring to it now. That energy was manifesting in ways that was like, obnoxious sometimes, and then was like, you know, I guess not, maybe not funny, but fun at like other times.
I kind of find myself like wanting to get to know you at 13. Would you like paint me a picture of what 13-year-old Lou was like?
13, like eighth grade going into high school.
Yeah, or like, yeah.
Uh, he's like pretty different than me now. You know, quieter when I'm not like, you know, because like I found, you know, I started doing improv when I was 13, and that was kind of like my way into kind of getting some of that energy out. But I was pretty like, you know, I had like two really close friends who were like my best friends in the world. And like, you asked me last episode about how much, I love myself. It was different back then.
Yeah, how is it different?
Less.
Did he think he was worthy of attention?
I think I thought that I could like earn it, you know?
Yeah, why do you think he thought he had to earn it? Do you think people have to earn attention, or that they should get it? At least some amount of it.
I mean, I feel like it like depends on the situation, you know? I mean, if you're talking about like followers or like
Hell yeah.
attention online, I mean, you gotta work. You gotta grind. I mean, that's where my grind set comes in, the fact that I just stay hustling, and I invest in myself.
Absolutely. But what about like a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, just like, trying as hard as we all do to like learn the world? Think that they just deserve a baseline amount of attention? Help?
Of course, man. Of course they do. Everyone wants to be like seen and understood, and feel like people want to hear where they're coming from or what they're going through.
So what did littler Lou think was wrong with him that he had to earn that attention as opposed to just get it?
I mean, we're like really doing it right now. I feel like this is not, normally when people watch my shit, this isn't.
Yeah. Is that okay?
I think so. I think this is. I think this is the kind of. I think this is what I wanted this to be a little bit. This feels. I guess I thought this is what I thought we would be doing kind of, but I just thought it wouldn't. I didn't know it would feel
Yeah.
this. I didn't imagine it would feel like this, and we'd be talking like this.
What does it feel like?
I'm uncomfortable. I think there's something. I'm like, chat's not here today, but chat will be here someday, and it's a little. I just don't know if this feels kind of aligned with like what people.
Want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is that part that you usually keep invisible.
I mean, that's one way to put it. Yeah.
It's actually worth seeing. It's also worth seeing just because sometimes we need it to be seen. There's a thing about this. I'm just coming to mind. There's this quote about grief that I really like. That everybody's grief. I'm trying to think about it. It's like everybody's grief is like a human fingerprint. It's all different, but they have the same need to be witnessed. But I don't know why a fingerprint needs to be witnessed.
That's the part. Like, I feel like fingerprints are only witnessed when you commit horrendous crimes.
That's right. Yeah, for criminals, this is what grief is like.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think about that a lot because there's something about how like it can be underrated that we all have a need to represent ourselves. We have a need to be seen. And if there's a part of you that is real and it never gets to be seen, it has that same need. And it would be great if you could just get rid of it, but we can't. It's just there. So if there's a part of you that is real, it really would love somebody to witness it. And maybe the best option would be you could get rid of it, but we just can't. So if you have to live with it and it wishes to be seen and you never give it that satiation, then you just have this like hungry thing inside all the time. Especially if you can't see it much yourself. That's the first person that could at least ask for attention. Can you picture that? Can you picture like the 12-year-old you when you just think about him?
Easily.
Easily?
Yeah, I wore the same thing to school every day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you wear?
I always wore, you couldn't wear jeans, so you had to wear corduroy pants or slacks. I had 2 pairs of corduroys, 1 pair of slacks. So I'm always wearing one of those 3. I gotta wear a polo shirt. Went to like it was religious school, It was all boys Catholic. So I always had to wear like a polo shirt, and I had like 4 or 5 of those. They all got them all from J.C. Penney. And then I always wore a hoodie. I'd either wear my mom's hoodie or like a hoodie my mom got me, or I wear like one of these 2 hoodies that I have.
What questions did he have?
Questions about what?
About his future, about what was gonna happen for him? What was he worried about?
What was he worried about?
And what did he want?
I was real scared of going to high school, I don't know if I was like sheltered per se, but I feel like I took way too much from movies in terms of like what I thought high school was gonna be like, and so I was like, oh shit, am I gonna get somebody gonna like throw milk at me, or I feel like there was this kind of like intense desire to be like just like fit in, I was like I didn't want to get caught slipping, and end up in a trash can or some shit.
And what did he think you'd be doing by now in your life?
I wanted to be a doctor. I was like, I'm gonna be a doctor. I almost went to like pre-med camp.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Thank God I'm not a doctor.
Really?
I mean, like, shout out doctors. Doctors are chill, but I just like
Yeah.
organic chemistry, all that shit. Nah.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
You think you'd be happy if you knew you were doing this? Or maybe not this right now, but in your life?
Yeah, man. I feel like, I got it good,
Yeah.
I figured it out. I figured something out,
Would you say in a way his dreams kind of came true?
Did his dreams come true? I think some of them did. Yeah. Yeah. Some of them for sure.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Okay, can we try something? Can we try something a little weird? Can I stand up? Okay, I'm gonna stand up. Is it cool if I stand right over there?
You can stand right over here?
Right next
Am I
to you?
supposed to go over there?
No, you can stand.
I'm not supposed to move.
Yeah.
Now, why'd you have to preface it with it's gonna be weird?
Yeah, because it is.
Okay. Because it is.
Is this okay? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Ready for what?
Remember how you said you could see him really easily?
Yes.
Okay, so can you see him right there? Can you see him?
Yeah.
What's he wearing?
Gray hoodie. Black corduroys. These I forget what the brand is, but the shoes called the Beast. They're like running shoes that I had to wear because I collapsed one of the arches in my foot. So I always had to wear running shoes. I never got to wear like Nikes or cool shoes because they didn't support my feet.
So if this is your chance to get to say to him what only you can say as an adult, can you tell him?
Tell him what?
What would you want to tell him?
I don't know, man. What am I supposed to tell him?
I can give you some suggestions.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If I start a sentence, if you want to finish it in your own way, do it. And if
Okay.
you want to just change it, just change it. And if you don't like it at all, just ignore it.
All right, great.
Okay. I know that you are worried about high school, but
Now I'm supposed to. That's,
start from where I started and finish.
I know that you're worried about high school, but it's gonna be all right. You're gonna find improv, and it's gonna feel good, and it's gonna be a place where you can, do your thing and light them up and be a star, and it's gonna be awesome. And then that's gonna lead to other things, which is gonna lead to other things, and man, you ain't even ready. Is that all right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You don't even know how good it's going to feel
Then what?
What? I don't know. What is something he might not even know is gonna happen to him?
You don't know how good it's going to feel when you're able to make your dream of supporting a family by making people laugh come true, and then you're gonna realize the sky's the limit and that you could do anything, and that you have to dream bigger than you ever thought about dreaming, because you've already done the things that you set out to do. Is that good?
Tell him what you would what he should know about girls.
What?
He's a middle schooler. He's probably worried.
On the girls' front, just be cool, man. You know, it'll figure itself out. Man, I ain't trying to, I mean, it's all right, but I don't want to,
Not around. Not
yeah,
around.
not for the chat,
Okay.
We can't go there for the
You don't
chat.
wanna unlock your secrets in front of Chad.
Not those secrets, Now we gotta, I'm party, but we don't go in the bedrooms,
I see.
We stay in the living room.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Will you go sit over there?
You want me to go sit over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go?
Right there.
You're gonna go here?
Yeah.
We tried this before, all right?
We did?
Well, me and Kale.
What'd you try?
I sat over there.
As the therapist.
Well, legally we can't call it that.
That's right.
But yeah.
Yeah, but this time you're gonna sit over there as him.
Okay. Hey, I'm going with you.
Okay. You know who you are. 12-year-old you.
Sure.
What questions would you have? What would you want to say?
I'm asking like myself in like the future.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, what kind of car do we drive?
What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a Honda Civic Hybrid with a Joker wrap.
We drive a Honda Civic Hybrid with a Joker wrap.
What?
Is that what it is? Did I say it right?
Yeah, that's what I drive.
A Joker wrap?
Yeah. It's like the Joker.
And you're saying that he would say what to that immediately?
Yeah, because what do you mean I drive a Honda Civic Hybrid with that's purple and green?
Is that good or bad?
It's awful.
Oh, it's awful?
It's bad. Well, a Honda Civic is not like a sick car for it's not an aspirational car for a 13-year-old. I think he would like me to say BMW or Mercedes or something we can immediately connect with,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, reassure him then.
Do we have to switch back to your chair? Or can I
Yeah.
do it from your?
We gotta switch back.
No. Don't.
All right, fine. All right, you do it from there.
Okay. Will you tell him that it's for a game show, and it was it was worth it for the friends he made along the way.
It was for a game show.
It was for a game show.
Explain more.
I was participating in this like game show, and I was like a bunch of like scavenger things that I had to do, and one of them was I had to like get the funniest license plate. And so my license plate is I'm the Joker, and my car has a Joker wrap. Because the only letters I could get are JKR, and so I needed people to know I wasn't saying like I'm a jacker or a jocker or any of those other kind of J words.
I love it. So that's actually kind of just you being awesome.
On the low.
Can you explain that to him?
Yeah. Like, it's that, people want to see you do stuff, that people love watching you do your thing. That people are constantly providing you with opportunities to do so.
Why?
Because I'm Lou Wilson.
What's so great about being Lou Wilson?
Lots of things, man. You know? I get to make people laugh every day. Every day I go into spaces and I work with people who are talented and excellent at what they do, and they help me and I help them, and we make things that bring joy to people. And I am able to support myself, my lifestyle doing that. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I can afford this sign. This ain't nothing.
2 credit cards.
2 credit cards. Shit, I got 2 more on. Man, say the word.
Do you think you were ever worried that you would know how to make people feel good? Actually, let me rephrase that. If you're trying to see, then I'm going to be saying as him, I'm worried I'm not going to learn how to make anybody feel good.
Wow. I guess I'd say that, like, I mean, you're gonna figure it out. I think you're gonna, if I'm being like really real, like maybe care like too much about other people feeling good. Maybe at like, like a cost to yourself, but like, I mean, you're gonna figure it out.
What's the cost to me gonna be?
Maybe you're gonna push things off that you shouldn't. You're not gonna listen to yourself when you should.
How can I avoid that?
That like you don't. Not everybody's worth doing that for. It's about going above and beyond like that.
Is it gonna hurt?
Yeah. Yeah.
How? I don't want it to hurt.
We switch back.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened there? Lou, what are you feeling right now?
I'm uncomfortable.
Are you sad?
Yeah, but like not now. Like it's just it's like hard to admit that, it's hard to be like it wasn't, wasn't always as sick it is. As sick it is, it's hard to admit that it wasn't always this sick and cool.
Yeah. And then maybe in some ways it is not that sick. Just in some ways.
Yeah.
I think every adaptation we make in life has its pros and cons. The pros of this adaptation that you made are pretty awesome, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on, dude.
And it's okay to admit that then there's a cost to it. Do you want to address that cost?
What do you mean?
Do you want to address the kind of pain that you get from having to hide so much shit? Just sort of ease that burden on yourself? Do you want to make it easier to tolerate people just taking care of you for no reason that you haven't earned, just because they love you?
I mean, that sounds like a good thing.
And actually not always feel compelled to make people laugh. Compelled. It's a choice thing. It's great to always be able to make people laugh. But if you don't have a choice,
I mean, what's that look like, though,
it actually looks a lot like this. But not all the time. But like you've been doing it. What's a way you make people feel good that isn't a joke?
Hugs. Cards. Paying for meals.
And what's something that would make you feel good that isn't just them laughing?
Can I say those same three things just in reverse?
Do they help?
Hugs, cars, and other people buying me food? Yes.
Yeah, so as part of that would be then letting people know that that would make you feel good. How's this been so far?
Good. Good. But I don't know if it's good content.
Yeah, I don't know either. Would it be okay if it wasn't?
Yeah, I think so.
You can bat a strike once in a while, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Don't
I
have
mean,
to. Don't say yeah because you think you have to.
I did thought I was like,
Yeah.
my first thought was, well, if I'm trying to hit a home run,
Yeah.
But I guess you can bat a strike. Yeah, I just don't know. I think some of the stuff you're saying is cool, and I want it, and I just don't know if I don't know if I don't know if I don't know if chat needs to be here, or if I'm gonna be able to really do it with with them here.
I'm gonna say something. Fuck chat. I'm sorry,
Take
chat.
that back. Take
I'm
that
sorry,
back
chat.
right now.
I'm sorry,
Take
chat.
that back.
Go fuck yourself, chat.
He said it, chat, not me.
The reason I'm saying is not in general fuck chat, but sometimes it's okay if it's a strike for chat if it's good for you. It doesn't always have to be about chat. And if it's really hard to feed yourself just for yourself, accept it from other people. When it's just for yourself, you'll starve. Stop starving. Some other time you mostly make great shit for chat. They can wait. Do you agree?
Yes.
Tell him.
No, don't make me do that.
Tell him. Say something.
Don't.
You
Chat.
can be polite about it.
Be polite about it.
Yeah.
What's up, chat? I know when like we started this whole thing, I told you that we would be making some fucking sick, cool, party-oriented mental health content. But like, I don't know if I can eat and, you know, provide you guys with, I think, the energy and love that I love to give to y'all and receive from y'all back. So I don't know. I think that just maybe I love you, chat, truly, but I'm gonna take this process and like if you're down to like do this again, just, you know, not on camera, that'd be cool. I think me and Paul are gonna go hang out just in an office or wherever you do this kind of shit for real.
We'll do it on my stream.
Oh, you have a stream? So this was a collab the whole time?
No, I don't have one, but I'm yeah.
Maybe soon.
Maybe soon.
But you can follow me at Sweet Luzinho on Instagram. And yeah, chat. It's been real, but I guess that's you. Is there anything you want to say before I let chat, you know, get out of here?
No, I'm happy.
Later, chat. Shout out Red Bull Go-Gurt. Get yourself some thick yogurt full of caffeine. Shout out Sears. Shout out Lowe's and its bros and its hoes. Sis.
Jigglypuff.
Who?
Jiggles. What's his name? Jumbotron?
Oh, Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
I don't know if I want to collab with Jelly Roll anymore, to be straight up.
Jelly Roll, I don't know if we even want to collaborate with you.
Oh, we're a duo now?
I don't know.
I guess in a way we are. Anyway. Nothing but love to Jelly Roll, Sears, and Red Bull Go-Gurt. Good night. There's gonna be no more episodes. Or whatever. Do we have credits? Roll the credits at their credit.
Roll the credits.
Oh, we made a mess. Oh. It'll work itself out.
All right, that's a wrap, everybody. Clap it out.
Great job. Hey, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate you like coming on.
Yeah.
I know you like didn't know like what this was gonna be, but like I think like we made something that's really cool. Yeah, sorry.
And Kale, thank you for the third scene, or right? You're the third partner in all time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
There was something going on with your dad.
Oh, well, yeah, a long time ago, but you know, it's over now.
Pull up, man.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
Oh, yeah. It's just gonna hold now. We'll hold you.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Thanks.
But yeah, I'll take the water bottles, man.
Thank you. That's kind.
Of course, dude.
Just one of the things that came up when I was talking about this time when my dad actually got a DUI. But I kind of experienced it as really a good thing because up to that point, obviously I don't think it's like a good thing in and of itself, but he was like a very volatile person, contributed to like a very volatile environment, and that felt like that was like the first time. So I guess what I'm saying is I feel guilty about, like I was glad that he kind of had finally gotten like in trouble. Does that make sense?
Yeah, man, you're killing it.
For him to get sober? It's definitely an ongoing struggle, but I feel like it at least was something that he couldn't kind of like deny. So it did lead to a sort of new level of like authenticity.
Yeah. You have a property witness, really.
Yeah.
Just yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which was very affirming, but then I still feel like a lot of resentment around the fact that it took something on that scale. I feel like there were things.
You must have had a hard time telling all this to Luke back those 2 episodes ago when he wanted it to be all smiles.
He didn't get all that out. I apologize for that.
No, well, I mean, I
Hey, Kale, trash is overflowing. Could
Yes.
you? Yeah.
awesome. All right, cool.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So sorry, Kale.
Hey.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job.